I want to showcase a very common mistake that a lot of players new to PvP in Warcraft Rumble are going to be making in their matches that will help you start to rank up and start to get out of bronze and move into those higher tiers of PvP, or just perform more consistently in bronze. So especially when we're going up against the dragon towers right here that breathe out that massive cone of elemental damage, going to be very, very difficult to take these. You're going to want to either do a mechanic like bringing the meat wagon for some siege, or doing something to kind of get around that, have some healing with Tyrion and all of that. Or you could just kind of go down the middle, control the chest, control the resources, the gold nodes, and then just slowly do a better job of controlling the center while chipping away at your opponent's main tower. If you are able to control the map more than they can, you should be able to. And I'll show you a match live in a second to showcase what I'm talking about. But what happens is, on the default load up of the map, the arrow on that left side will be pointed towards the enemy tower that would make the most sense for you to conquer first before heading to the main base. What I like to do with a lot of decks, especially decks that are more centered around map control or spam, like you see with the Murloc deck right here, if you just switch that arrow over to the right, send a miner behind it, and maintain map control, you don't even have to worry about that forward tower. A lot of people get in their head that, like, I gotta take more map objectives, I gotta push that left side, I gotta take down that tower. You don't even need to. You can just ignore it, control the center, control the bridge, control the resources, chip away at your opponent more effective than they do, and you'll be just fine. So let's load up a match here, and I will show you what I'm talking about live here, and walk you through the thought process while I'm playing. Okay, so when we load in, the first thing we want to look at is the leader we're going up against, so we kind of know the lay of the land in terms of the strategy they're probably going to deploy, and our rotation we need to kind of go for when it comes to controlling these centers. So okay, this is a good example. It's probably the toughest leader to go against. I need to control the center with range right there. I want to kind of get to my spam cycle ASAP, so I'm gonna spend cheap. This is kind of bad luck here. I'm gonna save Quillbore in case they drop their miner. Yeah, this is bad on my rotation. I'm gonna go ahead and tank this here to get to my rotation under my elemental. It is what it is. We're kind of going to take damage here. Now I can spam. Control the center there. I'm going to drop a miner over here. I'm going to switch this arrow to the right. I want to control the bridge. And let's start working on getting this rotation down here. So we control the center right there. They got the whelp eggs. We should be able to control that. And then if I lose that, that's going to be rough, but I didn't. So, okay, now I can start mining. And I just want to cycle through. So I'm going to spend a Quillbore to get to my cycle ASAP. And then control center. I want to get some whelp eggs in the middle as well. So I'm going to go with the Drake. And then just keep cycling through to spam those Murlocs. And now this is kind of the rotation I want to get to. See, I'm controlling the center with all of those Murlocs and spamming through. I'm going to drop this probably to get back to saving my miner. Soak up that damage so I can get over to the right, and then we're back to our cycle. And they did take this tower. Doesn't matter. I don't care. I'm just going to control the center and out spam them, and just like that, you can see if I'm able to control that bridge, control the center resources, it doesn't matter if they take my tower. It doesn't matter if I take that tower on the left. This was the first match I played live in the video. I just go ahead, turn that over to the right, and then control everything. And if they take a tower or I don't, no problem. And when it gets to overtime anyway, it's going to matter about the chip damage on the enemy main base, so you'll be just fine. And let's go ahead and load up another PvP. Now that you kind of know, I want to control the center. Let's go there. I don't like that. I don't like having to drop that in the center there. Let's go ahead, apply that, and kill that. We want to get to our spam. Oh, I went way too. I misclicked there. That was a big mistake. That'll cost me a gold. And we're both going to spam. I'm going to be... I think I'm okay here being on the defensive. Let's go here. I can drop a Drake. Let's go like that. Send that over there. Let's turn that over. Head to the right. Probably should have done that a little bit sooner. And then I'm ready to tank with a Quillbore. And that'll reset me on my rotation. So let's go here. I'll do way more chip damage than them. Tanking those shots like that. Now, I control the center, so I can send my Defias. Well, are they already doing... I'm going to have to make sure I get it, because they came out with a lot. I probably could have got there, but I want to play it safe because I'm ahead. Yeah, so there we go. That's fine. And right there. Control this. Yeah. Yeah. Well, as long as I got eggs in the center, I'll be good. Yep. We're ahead. It's game over already. So control bridge, control center. I'll be able to mine it, and they won't. Should have dropped it already sooner. I'll go ahead and clean this out. And here we go. Here's their spam. It's all right, though. I think I can handle it. Let's tank with a quill bore. Get that up there. And then we're already back to our rotation, but it shouldn't matter. We should take down the base, and there we go. So, yeah, the main focus, just try in your games turning that arrow on the left and not worrying so much about the sub towers, like on the left and the right. Just focus on controlling the center, controlling the high ground, and then just out chip damage your opponent. And I think it'll be a good strategy to add to your repertoire when trying to PvP. I'm not saying you should never go for those objectives or you should never defend your own, but this is a play style that I think a lot of beginners aren't considering. They're just leaving those arrows alone and not really switching them to control the center. They're thinking, oh, I want to take down that tower. But something like this might be an option to consider when you are trying to look for different ways to play and win in PvP. So remember to subscribe on your way out if you enjoy daily Warcraft Rumble content, and I appreciate all you. Have a good rest of your day. See you soon in the next video. Peace.